We're joined in studio by Jackie McQuillan and Christine Wynne. Jackie, you're at a very successful event in Tullyvin, but now you're also putting your talents to raising fund for SOSAD. Maybe you tell us about your activities out in LIDL.
Right, Brian. Well, Christine I've met recently through BNI, and Christine does a lot of good work on the ground for SOSAD, and I'm the treasurer for Tullyvin Musical Society, and coming up to this time of the year, we're very conscious of groups such as SOSAD looking for help. So because of what we do on a regular basis, we have a lot of people in our group ranging in age from like 17 up to 80 years of age, and we're all about inclusion and well-being. So we saw an opportunity through LIDL to LIDL had put out some opportunities for people to apply to do some fundraising on their premises. So we applied in the name of SOSAD, and they afforded us the 14th of December to go in between the hours of 12 and 2 and do some carol singing. So we're bringing the group over from Tullyvin.
That's brilliant. And of course, Tullyvin is a rural community, and it's only just over 5 kilometres from Cootehill. So even from say the society being able to get that number of people, and then you said the age range, getting younger people now into events is difficult enough. So, but you must have a great team around you, and a great sort of able to motivate people to get involved, and then the extra curricular activities apart from the event that you held in Tullyvin, if they get them together. But obviously the cause, like SOSAD, is a very important organisation, especially this time of the year.
Very much so. You know, we had a lot of young people join our group this year, which was very positive, and we can see the joy that it has brought to them, and we want to encourage that moving forward and put the message out there that we're open to everyone. Right. Know, if they want to make friends or they want to, feel a part of something, it's a wonderful group to be a part of. Yeah,
let them see. And Christine, of course, you mentioned at some of the BNI events that you know mainstream funding, and you're totally reliant on voluntary contributions and people organising events for you. So you must be delighted with Tullyvin, the Tullyvin Society organising the event in LIDL.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic and always appreciated. Yeah. But I suppose what's special about this one too is the fact that the group themselves, like that's as Jackie has spoke about, they try to encourage inclusion. So it's great to see that, that it is about meeting people, about building a bit of confidence. You might become Celine Dion behind the mic, at some stage. But yeah, it's a fantastic society. But then the fact that they're obviously trying to raise a few bob for ourselves to keep the doors open too is really much appreciated.
Of course, your organisation depends on volunteers, and it must be very good psychologically for them to see that while they're doing a valued service within families and the community, that you see other organisations willing to support and row in and put time in to support. You must be great for the volunteers and encourage them to stay with you.
Oh, of course. Our charity is a little bit different, I suppose, and a little bit special. I'm a little bit biased on that, I suppose, where we have no money coming in, it's only donations and fundraising, and without that support from the community we wouldn't be able to keep the door open, because while some of us in our lifetime will never reach crisis point, we will all have anxiety days, bad days, tough days, hard days, worrying days, all those kind of things. So we'll all be touched by some form of mental wellness at some stage. Maybe on a little level, but then some people do reach crisis points. So it is something that's all across the board for every one of us.
Yeah, but of course, Jackie, you would see, as you said, the age range that you have, probably if you had whatever size your group, that maybe even one or two people that be on the edge of needing the service from SOSAD. So at least you're able to broaden what you're doing through SOSAD, so that people can see in a subtle way. Because sometimes if you said directly to people, you need the help of SOSAD, that could put them further into difficulties rather than bringing them out of it.
So we have a very subtle approach, Brian. We know we're doing good work, and it just kind of falls into place. But people will always say that there isn't much better out there that's therapeutic than music, singing, dancing. It's very uplifting and very good for a person's soul. And even if you're not a great singer, you can get involved in the ensemble. We don't pick people out. You know?
you're not qualifying for the national song contest or
Exactly,
anything.
no.
It's more fun and
Yes, yeah.
and probably engagement and getting people involved. And then would you task them with doing some rehearsals at home so that they're not just coming in doing the thing for half an hour, but so that you're trying to encourage them to work at home and to do little bits and pieces and send the music home so they could rehearse and practice.
Oh, that's right. Like we have a registration night every year, and we encourage, it's open to everybody in the community to come down, because we've put on a few shows now so they know what we do and they know the calibre of the shows. And then we set up the rehearsals, and we send materials home through either CDs or WhatsApp groups. Right. So we practice in the comfort of our own home, like if we're trying to learn a few moves. Right. If you want to stay on the ensemble, you might have to. So, but we make it very easy, and everybody's so helpful. You know, everybody would put on an extra. They'd meet you for an hour at their own home if you needed extra help or coaching. Then
I hear from different people, different events. Sometimes the rehearsals can be more fun. You have to be serious at the event because sometimes the paying public come in and you have to have a high standard. But the rehearsals can be quite.
Oh, they're great.
Fun
and we
session.
Always have some refreshments here and there, and there's always a great fun side to the rehearsals. Like, we really love them. It's a great time to bond with each other, and it's a real team that puts the whole show together in the end over 3 or 4 months. And actually, the way things are playing out for us, it seems that the show has nearly become secondary to what we do, because we love to help the likes of SOSAD, and we're going to help St Vincent de Paul on the 21st of December in Cootel with another fundraiser, just singing Christmas carols. We sang for the Senior Citizens Party in Tullyvin last Sunday, and we sang out in Gallenray House there 2 weeks ago. They had a concert out there, a fundraiser for a local cause, and we also sang at the turning on of the Christmas lights in Cootel last week.
All right.
Yeah. So I like to think that we have a lot to offer, and we're available for all these groups.
But with putting productions on, and especially in say the hall in Tullyvin is quite a large hall, so and I believe quite a number of them were sold out well in advance before.
Oh yes, our shows have done really well, but it has taken time now to build up their reputation. So we've had a wonderful team behind us, a very good committee, and we've been very, very lucky so far. And plus, we've had wonderful help from our local sponsors and people in the community coming out to buy tickets. So we're very appreciative of everything, because we want the group to stay strong. We want to have something for young people and older people to feel that they can join us at any time. They could be with us this year, they may not suit them next year. And we just think we have an awful lot to offer in our local area, a very small rural area.
Right.
We have an awful lot to offer to
of course,
to people.
yeah.
I feel very proud of what we've done today.
and be able to give back to the community as well,
That's
because you're expecting people to come to your show, then you're giving back to the wider community.
That's it.
And of course, you're just SOSAD's just after coming off a fashion show in the Kilmore, which we covered a piece of as well. Your fundraising, you have a wide variety of things and letting people see that there's also a different side to SOSAD, that while people might need the service from time to time, but you also have an event that people can go to as an event in its own right.
That's it. It's about coming together. It's about community. It's about reaching out, spending some time with one another, and making sure one another is okay. And from a practical level, all of these events the financial aspect is fantastic, because without the financial aspect, you can't keep the door open. But as you both said there, in a subtle way, then you're also continuously raising the awareness that there is SOSAD or any other agency out there for someone if they need them, if they need it. So the money is great, but the awareness is more important.
Yeah, but of course social media is an important way. I presume you use social media quite a bit to let people know or inform people of the fundraising event, to encourage them to go.
We do, yeah. We would use Facebook, yeah. Right.
And then receiving the service, presumably some of especially the younger people, you probably deal with people that have some effects over social media that they can impact on their lives. So it's a two-way thing that you have to work with people.
It's a fine line, yeah.
It's a fine line to get the message out and so that's fantastic. And thanks for coming into the studio. And
thank you, Brian.
we can talk to you at another point.
Thank you very much, Brian.